Hello again! It is 13th of July, and even if it is Sunday and not Friday, we've had a lot of interesting events. Of course, I'll try to record all of them. For the beginning, another atmospheric tsunami, which took place again over northern Africa. If you like to practice air surfing, you won't find a better place to catch a nice wave. But now, some more serious news. It seems that people who are responsible for this cosmic ray monitor decided to erase the spike which was recorded here yesterday. However, soon after appeared a second spike, bigger than the previous one. At the Bartles page, those enormous rays don't look so scary anymore, but it is clear that those readings are not caused by errors in data. You don't have to be a genius to guess that the latest disturbances on A's low-energy proton flux graph are caused by the same enormous cosmic rays cannonade. There are no doubts that the impact affected the geomagnetic field. Thankfully, the seismic activity didn't grow too much. This is interesting. It looks that those cosmic rays affected the magnetic orientation of IMF. Right now BY is the strongest component, as it is close to 10 nanoteslas. Bx is oscillating around -3 nanoteslas, and Bz is the weakest one. Such odd orientation of IMF has a visible effect on the shape of magnetosphere, which is right now twisted to the sides. But I think that it can be rather hard for you to see it in all three dimensions. That's why I'll show you different cuts. However, the most spectacular readings can be seen on the Russian Schumann resonance monitor. Of course, such dense cosmic ray affected clearly the readings at new Joule heating monitor. But the impact can be seen as well on other ionosphere monitors, like the neutral gas temperature, where we can see a strange hotspot over southern polar cap. On the HMF2 monitor, we can see that the height of electron cloud dropped rapidly when we took the hit of cosmic rays. At the lower levels of electron cloud, we can see some particles entering the ionosphere over the northern pole. It looks that we have another day of heavy cosmic ray bombardment. Even if those spikes are being continuously erased from this chart, day after day, there is always another one appearing soon after. Graphs on Bartle Cosmic Ray page shows nicely that those readings are not errors in data. I don't know if those events are somehow connected, but couple hours earlier we were hit by a CME. And soon after arrived a stream of fast solar wind from a coronal hole. But notice all those density spikes. Here they are visible better. Of course, it would be a great loss if I wouldn't record all those impacts on magnetosphere. However, those rays are just a part of a very interesting activity on the new SWMF plus RCM monitors. Look what is going on in the far side of magnetotail. This looks like a sector boundary of IMF, which is pressing the magnetosphere from backside. What is even more worrying is the fact that this backside force is using the neutral sheet of magnetosphere as a giant flux tube. Look how big is the density of particles at the end of magnetotail. Missing frames. Very interesting. It looks that the sector boundary appeared only over the northern part of magnetosphere. Here we can see another flux tube connecting us with the low energy field. This one is created along the shifted BZ magnetic component. Of course, I was talking so many times about the visible plasma outflows that I didn't mention it now. Because of those outflows, the current rings are visibly lacking the particles. The equatorial magnetic connection is nicely defined as well. Negative at proton monitors and positive at those which show low energy electrons. For the end, a small glance at the new magnetopause position monitor, which shows nicely the increased backside pressure. Notice that the magnetopause became distorted because of the low energy field flux tube connection. Because the connection was established only at one side of magnetosphere, Earth went through BY wobble. The magnetotail is visibly shifted to the side. Okay, class dismissed. Peace.